Goes ahead and brings in his third Deepcoil Wyrm. Throws down Ensnaring Roots here to keep that Bandit Gunner at bay. Bandit Gunner gets a shield, but just a little bit too late, so lucky for Sparrow. Another Ensnaring Roots. Gonna go ahead and take out that Bandit Gunner again. Quick little ray of light there. Soulshatter. Curse of Oink. Yes, crowd control is definitely your friend in this map. And then some good damage spells like Soulshatter certainly help. Finishes off this little branch, and then continues on over to the next area where there'll actually be a stone wagon waiting, or whatever they call them, stone ships. Brings in his fourth Deepcoil. One thing to note on this map that I noticed, at least in standard difficulty, maybe even advanced, is that the location of the objectives, the A's marked on the map there, they change depending on, I'm not really sure what, but each time that the map loads up, I've noticed it can be in a wide variety of different locations, generally all in the, they don't spawn any random places, but there is a certain pattern that they do follow, and this is just one of them. You see both of the A's positioned there in the southeast portion of the map. Sometimes one of those A's will be above the other one on the southwest part of the map. You'll run into two on the left side sometimes. It just varies, but that's something you can determine as a player just playing through it. Ensnaring Root here. Now, I would have killed this little bandit bouncer that keeps paralyzing his unit there. He should have micromanaged, but that's always easier to commentate on than to actually do. I'm horrible at micromanagement, so I can't really talk. Used a lot of heal spells there to keep his units up and going. He started his orb swap. He's destroyed one of his... oh, no, he hasn't. Now he's getting his orb, and then I think after this he'll begin his orb swap, because he's bringing in a fire here. Yep, there we go. He got rid of his shadow, and he got rid of one of his natures, and he's going to bring back in 3 fire, so that way he can bring in Fire Dragon. He's got Wheel of Gifts. Whenever he had switched over to having nature orbs, he went ahead and got Wheel of Gifts thrown in. Now he's got enough for his Fire Dragons and Giant Worms. Still plenty of power. So he goes ahead and runs down here, summons in his massive dragon and worm army. Comes over here, takes out that harvester like it wasn't even there. Bandit Tortagun goes down, and finishes off this camp in really good time. He does have Wheel of Gift, which is giving him the damage bonus, which, coupled with a Fire Dragon, makes for a really nasty combination. Over here, one thing to note, as you do destroy those stone holders, or the things that have the stone transports in them, they will spawn. Once you destroy one of those, it will begin to spawn those little bandit flying birds. And it starts out as a simple bird to begin with, and it goes all the way up to Corsair, or to the Raven battleships. There you are. That's what it was. They look like Corsair. But it will summon in those Raven battleships. So once you get all of the stone wagons broken out, you will start receiving those. So it's best, if you're going to go ahead and break them, bring them in. But if you're not going to break them, then you're not going to receive any flying units to spawn from that particular location in the bottom sector of the map. One thing I do differently here is that I will bring in a Snapjaw, and with all of his orb swapping and things, I wouldn't think it would have been too big of a deal. But I'll park a Snapjaw right up next to one of these magic devices and then have it focus on Zimbabwe, so he'll take an additional 50% damage from all of the units attacking him. He doesn't take very long to kill with these Fire Dragons and Giant Worms, but an extra 50% damage couldn't hurt. Though his unit limit is maxed out right now at 120, but I think it would be worth it to sacrifice one of the Deepcoils to bring in a Snapjaw. And there was recent talking on the forums about whether it was you know, there's any point in actually following those in order. And it does make it considerably more difficult at the end, because you have the Fire Tribe, I believe, turn on you, and there's a bunch more units get spawned in, and I think he gets to actually cast Inferno and bring down a bunch of meteors on your units and stuff. So I've done that once or twice, and it's no fun. But you can pull through it. I still ended up winning in the end, and I'm sure that he probably could as well. I believe Zimbabwe has something like 60-something thousand HP, so it takes a while to beat on him here. But then he has this little intermission, and there's a bunch of bandit units that come in from all over and destroy orbs and wells and make a general mess of things. But with all of those units that he has, he finishes off quickly and has little to no trouble. Well, I hope you enjoyed the replay. This has been Monoxen again. Hope you found it informative, and if you have any suggestions or anything, just let me know. I think I fixed the audio problem where it was slightly too loud from the gameplay, but thank you all for watching, and good luck. Goodbye.